And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at Golden State. Here in the early going, they're in 8th place. And, of course, there's the Pelicans, 6.5 games back. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. We've got Sadiq Bey, Trey Murphy out there with Fears. Then there's Zion Williamson, and it's Queen in at the 5, down low. And for Golden State, down low it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Moses Moody. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Here's Fears. Pass to Bey. Here's Queen. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Green. Now here's Moody. Left side Butler. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, Butler's certainly not shy seeking out contact. He can live at the line.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
That free throw, no good. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, this summer saw Hall of Famer Joe Dumars put in charge of the Pelicans front office, returning to his home state of Louisiana. He talked about it being the right place, right time, right people in New Orleans. And he's looking to ensure it's super organized, classy, and elite organization.
They'll get there. Shams, thank you. Williamson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. It has been special watching Zion since he came into the league, hasn't it, Stan?
Look, B.A., I'll tell you this. Zion is unique in the way he plays the game. Not many guys are even capable of doing the things he does. Players like him don't come around often.
Now here's Curry. Clock at 6. Outside for Green. From behind the arc. Fires in the triple.
One of the primary ways Green helps this offense, operating as a stretch big.
Here's Fears. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. We talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give a team inside. And Coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses into makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Butler. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. And down it goes. 2 points.
There's the competitiveness of Butler. I think he's even better against great defense.
Pass to Queen. And here's Williamson. Butler covering. Williamson, no good.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Tried by Curry, and he banks in the layup.
They immediately found their offensive rhythm, hitting 3 straight shots to start the game.
For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. There's a screen. Here's Queen. Pass to Bey. 6 to shoot. To stop the run. Uses the glass on the layup.
The length of Murphy can be surprising. He's 6'8" with a good wingspan.
And so it's Golden State with it. It's a 3-point game. Moody passes to Green. Pelicans cleared away. Last time they met was in New Orleans.
They got crushed the last time they faced this team, and they only have themselves to blame.
Yeah, they were coughing it up all over the place. For whatever reason, they could not find a handle. Defying the laws of physics, Zion Williamson.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
Now, look, turnovers hurt you in two ways. You lose the possession on offense, and defensively, giveaways normally lead to easy points for your opponents.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball, following the score by Golden State. Williamson looking around. To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Fears. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 3. Pass to Curry. They set a pick. There's the 3. Sinks the tray. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, that's one fluid motion. Curry's shot is a thing of beauty.
Hook loose. And they're on the break. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Pelicans trail by 8. For 3, Fears. He buries it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Golden State has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. To the paint. Here's Green. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. How much tinkering do you think coaches are still doing at this point in the season, Stan?
Well, plenty, believe me. Even if you're undefeated, there's always room for improvement. And now is when you want to start to make those adjustments.
Yeah, in terms of winners in NBA history, few have the resume of Draymond Green.
Misi, he's checked in for Queen. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Williamson. 17 points for him last game against Memphis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Jimmy Butler. Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Well, the bottom line is this. When Zion Williamson is healthy, he is very tough for defenses to handle. You have to be very clear on your plan or he'll destroy you.
That one's no good. The Warriors lead by 5. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, it's so easy for Kuminga to rise up to the rim.
Here's Williamson. He has 6. Pass to Bay. Bay with a screen. Inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
The Warriors have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Here's Curry. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, fearless play from Curry inside. Going up against tough defense and getting fouled while shooting.
First free throw is good. And so Curry nails both of them.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
And here's Williamson. 6 points for him. Down low. 5 on the clock. Pass to Pajemski. Right side, Kuminga. Curry with it. 14 points for him last game against Houston.
Yeah, and he chipped in a couple of blocks also. A well-rounded, complete effort throughout.
Now here's Bay. 7-point differential. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Moody with it. Now guarded by Bay. Pass to Pajemski. On the wing, Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 11 points. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Here's Fears. The Warriors getting their last shot to go, and he comes up with a bucket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Warriors lead by 7. Now Curry, 11 points in the game. Fires the 3. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now here's Pajemski. No points so far. Fires for 3. Curry, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his first foul of the game. And with the new 2-day format for the NBA draft, some executives complain, Grant, saying it helps out the disorganized teams.
Well, those teams could be in trouble regardless. With the push for parity, the league might not mind giving them some extra time to process during the draft.
Al Horford's checked in for Moody. Now here's Bay. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answers for how to contain him.
And the Pelicans call time here. And the Warriors making a change here. Hield's checked in. The Pelicans making a switch here. Williamson against Green. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Yeah, you have to really appreciate Williamson's fire and tenacity on the court. Players like him get everyone to increase their intensity.
Post is checked in for Draymond Green. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Warriors lead by 9. Kuminga, the pass to Horford. Outside Pajemski. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. 20 feet out. Alvarado with a rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Williamson outside. Alvarado outside. They get it again. Misi, and he jams it home with authority.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Zion Williamson is one of the most gifted athletes this game has ever seen, but now he's taken his commitment to conditioning to another level. He said, I definitely see the difference. I'm feeling like I don't exert as much energy to get to a certain speed. My movements are swifter. Ryan, back to you.
A scary thought. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Tries a three off the inbound. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. Now just a 4-point Warrior lead.
Well, you watch Murphy. He has a great-looking shot. It's effective, too.
Outside Pajemski. Outside Kuminga. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
Pelicans trail by 4. To the left wing. Picked by Misi. Out to the wing. Alvarado outside. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Off target from outside. The Warriors lead by 4. Pass to Pajemski. Post with it. He's against Misi. Now Healed to win the drought. Drains the triple.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Williamson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cuts off the pass. Here's Pajemski. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 9. Pass to Hield. Back to Pajemski to the inside. And it's Hield missing. For New Orleans, they've got 8 of 15 shots to go. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Good work defensively by Alvarado. Pelicans trail by 9. Williamson right side. Fade away. The shot won't fall. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top, leading by 9. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. They've got Jose Alvarado. Kevon Looney is out there with Yves Misi. And it's Hawkins in a 2-guard. Hield for 3. Misi grabs the board. Pelicans trail by 9. He's watched by Kuminga. Pajemski grabs the board. Golden State has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Back to Butler. 5 to shoot. And here's Kuminga for 3. Pure from three-point range. Kuminga's got 5 points.
Your practice makes perfect. So Kuminga's put a lot of time into refining his shot motion off the catch.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Looney, a screen on Hield. Here's Hawkins. Pelicans keep it alive. Ooh, great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. The Warriors lead by 12. Here's Hield, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And, Coach, we see more and more teams looking to push the pace. What took so long?
I don't know what took so long, B.A. I think what happens as coaches and as players, you realize that it's tough to score against the best defensive teams in the half court where their defense is set. And so if you can get the ball down the floor quickly and be on the attack before they are locked in, you got a much better chance to generate quality shots.
McGowan's, he's checked in for New Orleans. Hield hits them both.
When you talk about the best shooters in the NBA, Buddy Hield has to be in the conversation.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Now here's Alvarado. His last outing, he had 24 points. Hawkins, the pass to Alvarado. Out left to the wing. A nice shot by Hawkins.
Look, Hawkins isn't a guy who creates often. His role is to bury jumpers.
Out to Hield. Screen by Horford. To the right side. Jacks up a three. Hey, Horford from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Spencer's checked in for the Warriors. And then for New Orleans, Zion Williamson is checked in for Messi. Sadiq Bey comes in for Hawkins. And it's Fears in for McGowan's. The Warriors lead by 14. Kuminga, the pass to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, if you give Butler an opening, he will exploit the defense.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Pass to Alvarado. Back to Williamson. For three, Fears. And again, New Orleans no good. Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Kuminga, the pass to Butler. Out to Horford. Shoots. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's a nice play. Horford getting to his spot, ready to fire.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Fears. Now Bey. He's watched by Kuminga. To end the run. Horford with the block. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Here's Spencer. Looney grabs the miss.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Now here's Alvarado. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 to shoot. Bey with a screen on Butler. Here's Fears. And again, New Orleans, no good. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. You know, Grant, with the young Jeremiah Fears, the focus seems to be on his potential upside.
Yeah, he scores well, has a decent passing game, but there's room for more polish in other areas. As long as he works hard on developing, he'll reach that next level.
Pelicans trail by 18. Here's Williamson. 7 points in the game.
Well, Zion is a magnet for fouls when he's operating in the paint.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game.
Yeah, just really struggling to find his stroke at the line thus far.
And he makes a first. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Spencer. And a change for the Pelicans. Queen, he's checked in for Looney. And so he hits both. The Warriors lead by 16. Here's Kuminga. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Kuminga.
Well, Jonathan Kuminga is one of the most exciting young players in the league. He's long, explosive, and right now it's about adding to his game.
New Orleans calls timeout. Well, we've seen outstanding defense this season, and here are the teams leading the way in steals. In the third spot, the Warriors. Fifth on the list, the Pelicans.
You know, forcing mistakes is a point of pride for both clubs. They're willing to gamble to cause disruption.
Williamson passes to Queen. The Warriors pull it in. Horford's got his fourth rebound in this one. Now here's Curry. 14 points for him. And there's the screen. Six on the shot clock. Back to Pajemski. The three is up. The Pelicans pull it in. Williamson outside. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Moody's checked in for the Warriors. He's had 7 tries at the line. He's made 5.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line. 100% this quarter.
Outside Pajemski. And here's Curry for 3. And it's Queen with a rebound. Pelicans trail by 16. Pass to Fears. Here's Queen. To the middle. Here's Fears. 5 points in the game. Let's go with a 3. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
On target from range.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Williamson outside. Out to the right wing. Pass to Fears. And there's a pick. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Bay from long range. Pajemski grabs the board. Pajemski's got 4 rebounds now. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls.
And they're now upwards of 80% from the line. A step up from their foul shooting in the first quarter.
Both teams deciding to change it up. That one misses. Pelicans trail by 20. Bay passes to Williamson. Here's Pajemski on target from about 13 feet. Pajemski's got 5 points.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition chances.
And here are the Pelicans now. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Williamson. Here's Queen. Three-pointer off the mark.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Outside Curry. Pass to Kuminga. And here's Post. Clock at 6. Outside Curry. There's the triple. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Williamson. He's watched by Kuminga. Williamson passes to Bay. They still need this. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
And Kuminga throws it down.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Kuminga against Williamson. It's stolen by Kuminga. Curry passes to Moody. Covered by Williamson. Back to Moody. Golden State needs to get off a shot from deep three-point land. Kuminga's shot is off.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Here's Fears. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. Bay from long range. The rebound by Post.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And stolen by Bay. Pass to Fears to halt the run. Drills it from deep. Fears has got 8.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3-ball.
Now here's Moody. Lays it up and banks it in.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Wing shot on the way. The Pelicans pull it in.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Williamson has the open look. Nails the wide open jumper. Williamson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, that's something that Zion continues to work on, and it will only help his game moving forward.
Here's Kuminga. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It'll be on Zion Williamson, and this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. And he drops the first. And the Warriors making a change here. Horford's checked in. Hits one, then misses the 2nd attempt from the line.
Showing more aggression here in the 2nd quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the 2nd quarter. Outside Curry. Launches it. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back after this.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Well, I think for the Warriors, guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to the next level, searching for the answers.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Warriors.
I think their bench was the biggest difference. These guys came aggressive on the offensive end, not afraid to put the stamp on this game.
Yeah, some confident personalities up and down that roster. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And the Warriors with possession here. Down low, it'll be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Then it's Moses Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. That's the Warriors 5. Green, a screen. Curry, no good. Well, the Pelicans shooting 34% thus far in this game. Williamson inside. Butler covering. Bay outside, just 5 to shoot. Goes up at the elbow. No good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
That's nice awareness from Butler. Didn't focus too much on the scoring, kicking it out instead.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Fears. Out to the right wing. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Curry finds Green. The kick out. Curry. Pass to Moody. Three-pointer. Another three for Golden State.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Moody's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Here's Fears. Back to Williamson. Bay with a screen on Butler. Williamson passes to Bay. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
From 9 feet, and New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Well, an incredible night for Zion. Exactly what we expected, and maybe even a little more.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
Yeah, another day, another virtuoso performance from Curry. It never ends.
Here's Fears. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, good whistle there.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Moody passes to Green. Now here's Curry. He's closely guarded. Moody from outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Queen's got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Williamson. Outside for Bay. Here's Queen. And there's the call on Sadiq Bey. That's foul number 2 for him. Golden State has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Pass to Green. Down low. And it's hammered home by Green.
I love the show of force by Green, putting the defense on notice with the jam.
The Pelicans have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Fears. He's covered by Curry. Here's Queen. No good with the triple.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now here's Curry. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
New Orleans calls timeout. Let's see some of the numbers here for Zion Williamson.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Here's Fears. He's got 10. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. And here's Moody. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Green. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's Williamson. Here's Bay. He's covered by Curry. They double him with Curry. Williamson against Butler. Here's Fears. Here's the 3. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Stripped it away. Here's Queen. Green covering. Williamson outside to stop the drought. He can't get it to go. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, really, he's a point forward. You can run your offense through Jimmy Butler.
Here's Bay. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Pass to Williamson. Over Butler. Oh, that one bounces around and comes back out. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this 3rd quarter. Williamson outside. Here's Queen. This one for 3. Can't get it to drop.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, winning in the NBA, it's all about consistency. Warriors coach Steve Kerr said games are nothing more than a compilation of 200 plays, 100 on each end, and which team handles its business for more of those possessions. Can you limit the easy stuff? Can you make it difficult? Back over to you, Brian.
Doing the little things time and again. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Golden State has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Outside Butler. The 3 ball. He drops it from range. Butler's got 10.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Here's Spears. He's got 12. Pass to Bay. Williamson outside. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Spears' shot is off. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. Curry, and there's the drive. Butler on the wing, covered by Williamson. The 3 from Curry. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Queens got rebound number 11.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in this second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive. Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's Moody. Here's Butler. The Pelicans pull it in.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Outside for Bay. Inside. Pass to Queen. Williamson outside. And again, New Orleans no good.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Curry no good. And New Orleans shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. To the inside. And the basket by Queen. Queen's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. Looking at the real numbers from the real NBA, the best free throw shooting teams of the season. Number 5, the Warriors.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
And stolen by Alvarado. Pass to Misi. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Al Horford. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
No good on the second free throw. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Outside heel. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Hield's got 7 points in the game.
You watch Hield. You marvel at his jumper. It's as pure as anyone in this league.
Lets it go from deep. The Warriors pull it in. To the paint. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter here. Pass to Hawkins. He can't hit that time. Hield with the defensive effort. Now here's Kuminga from deep. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And New Orleans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. .124 left to play in the third quarter here. Podziemski's shot is good. 1:16 left in the third. Tipped. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. That's a flagrant 1 foul.
You know, it's just hard to watch a player put the well-being of an opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flagrant.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable. Hits both from the stripe. A minute 6 left in the third. Horford passes to Kuminga. Now post. Pass to Kuminga. Now Pajemski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 15 feet away. And there's the foul. It'll go on Yves Missi. That's foul number 2 for him. .40 left in the third. Now here's Pajemski. Alvarado defending. It's stolen by Looney.
They're starting a new trend with regard to turnovers. It's becoming problematic.
A shot to stop the run. Williamson misses.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Pass to Hield. And the 3 off target. Alvarado outside. Over Hield. And that's not going to go. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, running away with this one. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Kevon Looney is out there with Yves Missi. Then there's Jose Alvarado. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's Hawkins in at the shooting guard. And here they go. Pajemski's shot is good.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Pass to Hawkins. Back to Williamson. Picked by Missi. 6 to shoot. With the step back. Unloads from 13. Williamson misses. The Warriors shooting around 53%. A nice number. And here's Hield. 4-3. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Hawkins gets the 3 to fall.
You can't give a shooter that kind of look on the perimeter. I don't care who it is.
Pass to Horford. To the middle. Here's Kuminga. Yes! Great play by Horford to set him up. Horford's got 3 assists in the game.
And I think Kuminga is at best down low in the paint.
Now here's Williamson. Here's Hawkins. Fires from deep. Pajemski grabs the board. Pajemski's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Horford. And for most NBA teams, the draft is the best path to acquiring an NBA superstar. But it's not enough to get that high pick. You've got to get that one right, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. And look, some of them are easy. Some of the top picks just stand out, and they're really, really easy. But some of them are very, very difficult, and especially as you move down even to the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th picks. And the guys that hit on those are the guys that end up with the stars.
controls the rebound and the putback.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Outside heel from deep. The Pelicans pull it in. Looney's got 5 rebounds in the game. Payton against Williamson. Pass to Looney. Now here's Alvarado. Takes the 3. The rebound by Payton.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Now Kuminga. Outside heel. Takes a 3. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Pass to Hawkins. Back to Alvarado. And here's Williamson. Lets it fly. Here's Misi. Alvarado with it. Williamson right side. Second chance shot. The Warriors pull it in.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Nice shot by Kuminga.
Scoring-wise, Kuminga is rolling. And with his athleticism, it's hard to match up with him when he's hot.
And here's New Orleans now. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. They've got the Lakers ahead of them in their next game in Los Angeles. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Golden State Warriors. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Santos has checked in for Payton, and the Pelicans will go for a different look here. Queen, he's checked in for Looney. Bay comes in for Misi. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for Hawkins. And it's Fears in for Alvarado. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams, as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
Down low. Here's Bay. And the dunk by Bay.
Yeah, flashing that athleticism, Bay really packs a punch on these dunks.
Golden State has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Pajemski. 6 on the shot clock. Healed from outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Here's Fears. Queen, the pass to Williamson. Driving to the basket. On the wing, Bay. Pulls it. And he connects with a jumper.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Now here's Pajemski. Right side, Kuminga. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Here's Williamson. Outside for Bay. The 3. Warriors with the rebound. Pajemski's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside heel. Pass to Santos. Horford outside. And a missed layup. New Orleans has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Here's Fears, defended by Pajemski. Here's Queen. No good from outside.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Pass to Kuminga. Here's Santos, covered by Williamson. Now Hield. A deep three. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Here's Queen. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
And with top college players now getting big money NIL deals, the choice between that and entering the NBA draft has become a tough one, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. Look, I think it's been great for both the NBA and for the colleges for guys to stick around because the top guys are still going to come out. The guys who are going to be your top 10 picks, your lottery guys, they're going to come out. But the other guys who have nothing as guaranteed, they're going to choose to stay longer and develop.
Williamson with it. Kuminga defends. Williamson against Kuminga. Williamson outside. Shoots over Kuminga. Excellent D there from Kuminga.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more. Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
To the left side wing. To three. Fears. Santos pulls it in.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Horford outside. Pass to Santos. Launches a three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Now Williamson. Here's Queen. Here's Fears. Guarded by Hield. Driving inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Horford finds Hield. Now here's Pajemski. Screen by Horford. 5 to shoot. The shot by Pajemski, no good. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 15-6 run. Williamson left side. Horford with the block.
Well, this is the kind of rim protection you get with Horford. He's outstanding turning shots back.
One thing you hear coaches like Steve Kerr say, let's not gift foul calls that you'd never tolerate in a pickup game. You agree?
I absolutely agree, B.A., and I think Steve Kerr has gotten that across to the league and the way guys officiate now, and I think that's good. Let's call fouls when a guy's trying to score or trying to make an offensive play and we actually foul him. Let's not reward guys when their only objective is to try to get fouled, jumping into people and stuff.
Now here's Pajemski. Jackson Davis' screen. And he lobs it up to the rim.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And propelling them to a solid win. It was a night of big plays for Jonathan Kuminga.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Puts up a deep three. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
12 seconds left in the game. And so the ball out of bounds. Bay touched it last. Six to shoot. To the wing, right side. Here's Podziemski. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just, enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jonathan Kuminga.